The Montana Broadcasters Association and Lee Newspapers congratulate the University of Montana School of Journalism for 100 years of excellence in journalism education. The University of Montana School of Journalism is a place where students get their hands dirty. From the very first reporting class, you were out there researching, interviewing, shooting video and stills, writing, editing, producing. When you earned a scholarship, you perhaps got to drop that part-time job and really concentrate on your projects.
To receive a scholarship is so incredibly gratifying, I guess. It came at a time when I was considering possibly switching majors or maybe doubting my skills as a journalism student.
Welcome to Business Made in Montana. I'm Andrea Lutz.
Professional project work sets us apart and makes the student experience so rich at the J School. In-class productions like Business Made in Montana, the Montana Journalism Review, the Native News Honors Project, and the Television Documentary Unit gave you the chance to stretch your wings in front of real live readers, listeners, and viewers. Out-of-class experience with the Kaimin, KBGA, and KUFM offered the opportunity to learn on the job.
Mansfield says Japan is not,
It's risky and sometimes downright scary for both students and the faculty, but you got a chance to experiment, make mistakes, learn and grow before your first professional job. It's also where you say you made your best friends and your fondest memories.
In the old journalism school in the Kaimin office, there was a hole in the wall. And when we put the paper to bed every night about 10 o'clock in the evening, I was a veteran, so I went and got the beer. And we'd get a couple 6-packs of Highlander and sit around and relax a little bit. And then we'd put the beer cans in the hole in the wall, and you could hear them fall all the way down to the basement. Well, 30 or 40 years later, they installed an elevator in the journalism school. And down at the bottom, there were probably 100 old rusty cans of Highlander beer. And the last time I looked, that hole in the wall was still in that room in the old J School.
My fondest memories in the J School are spending evenings in the Kaimin, editing the paper, and seeing it come out every morning, and then walking around campus and watching people read our publication.
Hanging out with my fellow classmates up until 3 or 4 in the morning, working on projects, editing. We were all under stress, the same stress. We were talking about our hopes and dreams in the future, and at the same time, we were all a bunch of college kids.
The very first class that I ever took as a freshman, Dean Blumberg was teaching that class, and he used to talk to us about how important it was that a good journalist was always skeptical, that we needed to be skeptical about everything that we studied and every story that we covered, but likewise it was incredibly important to not be cynical.
When I first arrived here, I was a transfer student from somewhere in Ohio, and I was kind of walking around my first day, and I bumped into Blumberg, and he introduced myself, and he says, "Oh yeah, I know you." He said, "I saw your transcript from your previous school, and I accepted you here anyway."
First of all, I'll tell you, I graduated in 1973, so I had Nathaniel Blumberg for senior seminar, and I have never, Nathaniel was so charismatic, and his teaching style was both wacky and profound.
In senior seminar class, which I wasn't doing very well in, Nathan Blumberg picked up a dictionary and he threw it at me. And he said, "Mr. Galuli, you better learn how to spell." And I had to admit I was a horrible speller. But anyway, as that dictionary came at me, I could see it coming right at me, and I ducked and it hit the wall. And everybody in that senior seminar class laughed to beat hell.
Dean Nathan Blumberg, in our Introduction to Journalism class, said, "Kenny, you should not be in this school. You're not talented." And then my achievement was to be part of the construction of this new building.
The student work done here earns the very top awards. Over the century, you've earned top honors in every college journalism competition and gone on to win the most prestigious awards given to professionals in print, photo, radio, television, and online.
These are things you never think that you would ever accomplish when you're going to school. And to know that if you just stick with it and the things I learned in the journalism school helped me become an Emmy winner.
You are the University of Montana School of Journalism.